If I wanted to get a glass out of one of our cabinets, I just naturally got in the habit. I'd take my hand, put it up, get the glass, and bring it back down. And a lot of times if I tried to reach for a glass, my arm would stop and I'd either, like hit the shelf or I'd hit the glass and knock it down. I knew I had a good doctor, I knew I had a good hospital, I'd been through it before, and it was at the point where I'd exhausted everything I could possibly do. We had cortisone injections. I mean, I did everything I could possibly do, and my quality of life was not what I wanted it. I couldn't swim anymore. I mean, I couldn't do anything I like to do. Yeah, I basically am able to do everything that I was doing when the shoulder was fairly healthy. There's a little bit of limitation in a couple of movements, but it's going to take, it isn't even a year until the end of March. The physical therapy, I worked at that constantly. I didn't miss one physical therapy appointment, and I did not miss one day of physical therapy until I was released by the doctor and the physical therapist. Even on vacation, every morning and every afternoon, I made sure I did all my exercises and stuff. So, and like I said before, the physical therapy regimen that Dr. Hatzidakis had set up was, well, I think that was the best thing that I did for the shoulder. I mean, that helped the healing process unbelievably. When I would take a shower, I basically could only get my arm about back there. In fact, I'd never even tried to scrub my back with my right arm after probably I did that for a year. I just got used to doing it a different way. And now I can get it up to where it's almost as high as the other one, and I could actually push it a little bit more. And as far as height, that was about as far as I could reach up. And now I'm up like that. Right at this point, I just get just a little tightness in there, no pain or anything. It just feels a little tight and stops, and that's fairly close to it. And sideways, it was the same thing. I mean, sideways, I could barely move it out. So, I've got it up and over my head, and the twisting. I mean, I can turn my hand and move it over and come back. And before, anything I tried to do over my head, I would have to scrunch my neck down to try and get it up there. But now it's just, so yeah, there's a little tightness in certain movements still. But I think over time, with what had to be done with the rotator cuff to get in there, I think probably by April it should be doing pretty well.